So welcome back to EBC's Ultimate Fiesta build. This is episode 9. The car's now back from Yanni and it does look amazing. So today we're down at Northampton Motorsport for a suspension setup and alignment. I'm going to hand you over to James, who's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today.
So what we've done so far is we've got the car on the lift, we've give it a pre-check over, do the tyre pressures, that sort of thing. I've noticed that the front turrets only have a small hole for the damper adjuster. So what we find is because you adjust the camber on the top plate, the damper adjuster then might go under the turret. So not being able to adjust the damping is a bit of a pain because you have it there as a feature. If you can't use it, it's not great. So I've fitted some eye-back camber bolts to the bottom top bolt on the hub, so we can do the camber on the hub, and hopefully we won't have to play with the top camber too much. We might have to juggle it a little bit, but we'll see where we go. We've then wheels back on, lowered the car down. We took a base ride height adjustment. The front way too low, back was way too high. So I've raised the front, I've lowered the rear. We'll put it on the scales, and one, we'll see what it weighs, and two, we'll be able to check the cross weights. So far I've measured the damper heights, so they're the same left to right on the front and the rear, so hopefully we're pretty close on the cross weights. These cars are balanced quite well, they're not too far out, so we will lower it down. We'll have a weight on each corner, and what we can do with the cross weights, you'll have a front left and a rear right will have a weight joined, and then the right front rear left will have a weight combined. So you want the cross weights of the vehicle to be a 50-50 split, so on a circuit it will have the same balance in a left hand corner as it does a right hand corner. You want your car to be predictable and have the same nature in all corners and all situations. So if you can raise and lower the ride height in each corner, so we'll do a split, so the right front left rear will do as a pair and the left front right rear will do as a pair. And that allows us to then get closer to 50-50. I'll show you when we're back on the screen what I'm sort of talking about. And once we get into 50-50, the car's then perfectly balanced, and it will just handle a lot better than it would if you were, say, 52%. It might feel a bit odd, left to right, a bit different. So we'll lower it down and see where we get. Okay, so we've got the car down on the scales, on the ramp. Looking at the screen now, we have a total vehicle weight, and then we have a weight on each wheel, and then our cross weight is this value here. So what we're aiming for is this to be as close to 50-50 as possible. At the minute we're at 52%. So what we can do is we take our right front and our left rear as a total, and our left front and our right rear as a total, and then we can, the cross with the higher weight, we will lower them as a pair to take some weight off and add some height on the other pair to add some more weight. And then that should give us, we can balance it out to get it as close to 50-50 as possible. As long as you do these two as a pair up and these two as a pair down, so one turn on each, up and down, it shouldn't then affect the ride height. So which is, you don't want to go adjusting one up 3 turns and one down 1 and odd on the back, because you can then upset the ride height a bit. So we like to do them more evenly to get the balance into 50-50. So we've done the cross weights on the vehicle. We're now bang on 50%. We've got 50.02, which is really good. So we ended up lowering the rear right, rear left, and raising the front left, rear right. I think that was right around. Either way, we got it close, and we've got 6 kilos difference across the front axle and 6 kilos difference across the rear axle. So that's really good. So yeah, we're going to throw the wheel alignment gear on it now and then see what we can do with the geometry.
Right, so we're all done here today at Northampton Motorsport. James has done a wheel alignment, corner weight and set the ride heights. I'm going to hand you over to him now to tell us a little bit about what we should expect to feel with the car now it's been set up properly.
Okay, so it came into us with a ride height that wasn't really optimal. The rear was really high, the front was too low. It probably would have had rubbing issues on the track. So we've adjusted the ride heights as a bit more level and where it should be. We then did the corner weights. We started off about 52%. We got that to bang on 50-50. And then after that, we put the alignment gear on and we gave it a track setup. On these, you can't really do a lot with the back because they're a solid beam. Unless you start shimming stuff, you can't really touch them. So the back is what it is. On the front, we went with 2 degrees of camber, a little bit of toe out. It should have a nice turn in on circuit. It's got a lot of power, so it'll be fun. It's front wheel drive, the back will be quite lively, the front should stick and be grippy and you'll be able to point it and drive it on the throttle. So it should be quite fun. We'll see how Jake Hill gets on with it, but I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
Right, perfect. Thank you very much, James.
No worries.
Thank you to everyone at Northampton Motorsport.
No worries, thanks for coming.
See you in the next episode.